Hey, welcome back to the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island. This is a water villa room, 2018. That's the year, not the room number. We've been to this room, well, not this particular room, but this type of room before. So we want to update it to show you what's new and what's not new. First and foremost, the view has not changed at all. There's your plunge pool to the right, which actually has a little jacuzzi button or spa button so you can turn the bubbles on. You have the two lounge chairs, the big umbrella, and the table. Those are fences to your left and right, which are a double-edged sword. You've got privacy on one hand, but on the other hand, it does limit your view. This particular room, number 312, faces to the east, so you get the sunrise, which is pretty cool. Over there to your left, those are your stairs that allow you to plunge directly into the Indian Ocean. Your door here is locked with this mechanism right here, so I don't think you have to worry so much about pirates. They do have draperies if you wish to close them and seal yourself in. There is a ton of light in this room, all these rooms, because of the windows everywhere, and why not? Okay, so you're over the water, and in this particular room, as the tide rolls in, you can hear the waves crashing underneath you. I mean, seriously, it's like you're in one of those Corona commercials, and it is very, very relaxing. All right, so I think the square footage on this is somewhere around 1,000 square feet or 800 square feet, something like that. So that hasn't changed at all. Here are a couple things that have changed. So first, they have this new system on the TV where it's interactive and whatnot, and you can rent movies, which as of this video are $3 a piece. All right, below that, they have a little iPod dock. They have a sound bar with a Blu-ray 3D player in case you want to bring movies with you and play them. I mean, honestly, though, do you really want to do that when you've got this to look at? Well, to each their own. Okay, so over to your bed. Here is your king-sized bed with a leather-style headboard. Over here, we have a small iPod dock, iPhone, I should say, more likely, iPhone dock and alarm clock. Some controls for the lights in the room, as well as the fan. I think the fan is huge here, honestly. The fan just makes it fully tropical. I know interior designers hate this, but it just works, absolutely works for here. All right, let's look at some of the other amenities. Here's the world's best desk with a view straight down to the water and a pretty cool clear chair to accompany it. You'll see the British style plugs here with 220. There's no USB here. That's perhaps one criticism of the hotel. That's one thing that is not new, which perhaps should be new. I don't know if they're keeping up with the times in that regard. There does need to be some USB here for the many USB devices. The hotel is very into, we'll show you, take you on an Instagram tour, blah, 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 and all that, and yet there are no USBs. So there's a bit of a disconnect there. Here's fruit that they replenish daily. This little mabobber contains your silverware as well as some plates and some napkins for that fruit. Your couch faces toward the view, and to the right of it you will find more windows that look downward, and those are your neighbors right there. But luckily, I think the slats are designed such that it's very difficult to see. You can see a little bit in there, but I think largely you're in a very private enclave out here with the water villas. This is a regular water villa, by the way. So this is what you're going to get if you book the baseline water villa. There are upgrades available and differing types. We've done some videos with some of them, not all of them, but this is what you're going to get if you pick the quote-unquote cheapest. All right, here's your mini bar. There's a little ice bucket, a couple cups. Down here we have the Nespresso Essenza. You'll have a small variety of coffees and teas at your disposal. With the upgrades come differing levels of choices for tea and coffee, but in this, the base level unit, that's what you get. You have a mini bar here with a decent refrigerator with some liquor, some soda, wine, soft drinks. The milk is free, as well as the water over here in these containers, but everything else you will pay for. To the left of that minibar are all the different utensils. There are cups, saucers, and some wine glasses and such. One thing that my wife loves about this particular room is all of the closet space. And here is a separate walk-in closet, which is very generous. You have a couple of drawers here. You have a lot of hanging space, plenty of space to put 2 full-sized suitcases over here, as well as a couple backpacks, as we have done. They have a beach bag that you can use and buy if you want, as well as a couple of towels. Down at the very bottom, you'll find bug spray, which we've never had to use, as well as a couple pairs of slippers. If you're here in the rainy season, the hotel does provide these rain jackets. We've been here both during the dry season and the rainy season, and I'm happy to report we've never had to use those rain jackets. One quick note about the terry cloth robes here. In the past, we've had access to terry cloth robes as well as kimono style robes. These we find are just a little bit too heavy for here. It is very, very warm. So if you don't have the kimono style robe, I would certainly encourage you to ask for the kimono style robe. One last bit over here in the closet, you have an iron as well as an ironing board. I hope you never have to use them while you are here and you are visiting paradise. More of the lighting controls on the wall. They're pretty straightforward, actually. Some of the controls in some hotels I know can be somewhat confusing. The thermostat here I find also is pretty darn straightforward. I know that there are some places where you look at it and you have no clue what you're looking at or what you're dealing with. But here, I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. Okay, here we are. Here's the bathroom. You can see we have twin basins to begin, as well as a tub that looks out on the Indian Ocean. This is why you come here. Again, there's your fence with the neighbor. This particular unit, there is no neighbor to the left, and yet there still is a fence. But just for privacy purposes, I get it. So yeah, here's the tub. As of right now, the bath amenities they're using are Shanghai Tang. Previously, I believe it was Molten Brown. And here we have some more that are unbranded. We're pleased to see that they still do provide bath salts, as well as a candle and matches to complete the bath experience. The hotel is, again, very much into the Instagram era, so I'm sure that there's something you can get with rose petals and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we're more utility people. Okay, so speaking of utility, here's the rain shower. Okay, I guess that's more than utility. Rain shower doesn't just get the job done, it's luxury. So there's the rain shower. Again, the Shanghai Tang amenities, as well as shampoo, shower gel, and conditioner that are unbranded, but it's got the glass door here for you. All right, one thing that has changed is that in the bathroom, there's no longer a phone, and they've politely left us the wires for it. I hope that not every room is designed this way. I mean, especially when you're paying $400 to $1,000 a night for this toilet, as well as a small hose to serve as a bidet. One other nitpick here is here we have a clearly aged mirror, and yet it's on full display for this $400 to $1,000 a night room. Okay. That's about it as far as changes are concerned. I don't think that there are drastic differences in this room compared to the previous time we were here. I still think that you'll find yourself some luxury in this room. Let's go out front real quick and just look at what the neighbors look like, and you'll see why those fences are so important. You will have neighbors here. The neighbors are going to be, in this particular case, only to the right, but you can see all of them lined up side by side by side by side. But you are right up against a beautiful little beach where the sound of that water washing ashore again can be heard inside your room. It's just marvelous. Those are some of the most expensive rooms out there, and here we are in the base level unit though. So again, this is number 312, and this is the Conrad Maldives, Rangali Island. Here we are in September of 2018. I hope that if you choose to stay here, you have a wonderful stay, and I hope our video has been useful to you.